Brothers and sisters, in the many times that I have spoken from this pulpit in a general conference of the church, being a missionary, I have usually spoken to try and convince the non-member of the church that we have the only true church upon the face of the earth today, not the wisdom of men, but committed direct from heaven by heavenly messengers. Today, as I thought of what I would like to say, I thought I would like to speak to the inactive members of this church, those who ought to be active, because many of them come from good Latter-day Saint families, and then to those of you who have inactive members in the church. I like the statement of the philosopher Cicero. He said he was much more interested in the long hereafter than he was in the brief present. Today, in our natural routine and patterns of life, our children go to school as we did for 12 to 20 years to learn how to have a richer life here in mortality, that we could earn a better living, that we could enjoy the cultural and the refined things of life. If it's worth spending 12 to 20 years to prepare for a life of 75 to 100 years, what is it worth to prepare for a life that never ends? In the Book of Mormon, we're told that this life is the time to prepare to meet the Lord. And I think we ought to be more interested in the long hereafter than we are in just the brief present. I wonder if you ever stop to figure how long that long hereafter really is. You may have probably heard me tell this before, but when my wife and I had been married 35 years, I said, "Mommy, what do you think we'll be doing in 35 million years from today?" She said, "Where'd you get that crazy idea? Makes me tired to think of it." I said, "Well, you believe in eternal life, don't you?" I said, "In the Book of Mormon, we're told that time is measured only to man, that with God there isn't such a thing as time. It's one eternal round." And the prophet Joseph illustrated it by taking a ring. He said, when you cut it, there's a beginning and there's an end. But as long as you don't cut it, there's no beginning and there's no end. I said, "Now, Mother, if you believe that, you and I ought to be pretty well acquainted with each other in 35 million years from today." Isn't that what Cicero meant when he said he was much more interested in the long hereafter than he was in the brief present?